What's up, Studio Channel? It's been a while since we've done an everyday carry video, and as you may have noticed, there's been a few new additions to the team. So I thought we'd do another one and showcase what all of the new members are using and then show updates to what existing members are using in their everyday carry. So I thought I'd go first. So I actually use the Nexus 6, and this might be a bit of a surprise to you, but it's actually a really good phone. You've got the Quad HD screen, the dual front-facing speakers. It still runs the latest version of Android, kind of. And it's just a really good phone. I've been using this since 2015, and I just haven't looked back. So I'm probably just gonna use this until I can't anymore. Next up, my laptop of choice. This is the 12-inch MacBook. Now, I know there are a lot of people who aren't really big fans of this computer, but I personally find it to be the best looking Mac ever made. It's a little inconvenient to use with only having one USB-C port, and that can kind of be a bit of a problem sometimes, but I feel like it's one of the best performing Macs ever made. It's super portable. I bring this with me everywhere, on the plane. I use it in the car when I'm waiting for cars to charge and things like that. Super awesome computer. I can't get throughout the day without this. Next are the Dyson headphones. So after we completed our Dyson headphone review on the main channel, after Marquez finally gave them up, it was a bit hard to get them out of his grasp. I started using them for myself, and I actually found that, especially a few weeks ago when we had that little air quality issue here in the East Coast, I found that these are actually a really good pair of headphones and really awesome to use every day. I use these in the gym, in the car sometimes, in the grocery store. It's actually a really solid pair of headphones, really premium materials. Obviously, you've got this really dope like Max thingy. I love this thing, honestly. My everyday video camera that I use in my personal time and at the studio, the Canon R5. Honestly, this is one of the best bang for the buck hybrid cameras out there, minus the overheating issue that I run into pretty much every day, especially during the summer. But you know, you can't go wrong with 8K video, 45 megapixel sensor, the super laser accurate Canon autofocus. This is a really great camera. And next is my car keys. So I pretty much drive a different car every week at this point. Right now I've got the BMW M2, just got it a few days ago, and it's a pretty rowdy ride. We're going to Hoagie Fest, baby! MKBHD water bottle. I actually just got this a month ago, even though I could have gotten this several months ago. Shop.mkbhd.com. Get yourself one of these. You will not regret it. Smartwatch of choice, the Apple Watch Ultra. To be honest, there really isn't anything special about this watch to me outside of it looking different than a normal Apple Watch and it having insane battery life, but it works for me. It's great for working out, all that fun stuff. And last, the most essential item in my everyday carry. This is something that I actually 3D printed here at the studio. This is Fred the Frog, but also a thick cowboy. That is his name. And this is something that I just can't leave. It has to be with me at all times. This is definitely my most essential everyday carry item.
What's going on, Studio Channel? I am Adam, the waveform producer here. So since the last time I did this, there have been some changes to my EDC. Not a lot of them, but some things changed. So my backpack, I use the Hyperlight Daybreak Ultra Light, I think it's called. Love it, super lightweight. It's made of X-Pack and great for hiking or just commuting to the office. Then there's my wallet, which has not changed. It's still the Bellroy Slim Sleeve. What has changed is my phone. Last time I was using the Pixel. This year is an Apple year. So now I'm on the iPhone 13, I think this is. This is actually the studio's iPhone. It's not my personal iPhone, but I'm borrowing it so that I can use the Apple Watch Ultra along with it to track my runs and workouts and everything like that. Then I use the AirPods Pro 2. These are awesome. Pretty much everyone in the studio when these came out decided to go get a pair, and we all did. Then my watch that I've been carrying around is the Mastergraph by Brew Watches. This is a chronograph that actually times espresso shots, which is pretty cool. Usually I'll have my Apple Watch Ultra during the day because I use it for transportation. You could put like your card on it and stuff, Apple Pay. I use it to track my workouts, which typically I do over lunch. And then when I get home, I switch out of that into an actual watch. So this is the one that I've been using recently. For my multi-tool, I've switched to the Victorinox. This is the Cadet, I believe, in the Inox scales, or Inox, I never know how to pronounce that. This I use because in New York City, we have very strict knife laws. So these are very non-threatening. So if I get stopped by anyone or anything like that, this is not gonna be a knife that people are gonna like look twice at. But it's still very useful. I use it all the time around here, opening boxes, screwing things in. It's pretty great. Then on my keys, I have a different flashlight which changed. This is from Rovivon. It's pretty small, but very bright. I usually use this when I'm walking Zuri in the wintertime. Sometimes when she poops, I can't see where she pooped because it's dark at like 4 o'clock. This is very helpful. Then on this is my carabiner. This was a very expensive carabiner that I was like talking myself into for weeks, and then eventually I pulled the trigger on it. It's the Hangray H4, I believe. There's like a gate that locks in the keys, so it has a hard time falling out. So even if this opens up, you have to really push it open to get the keys out. That's it. That's my EDC. Next.
So I don't have a lot of stuff. Basically whatever can fit in my pockets is what I can take with me, and my pockets are very tiny. So things I bring with me every day are obviously my car keys. I have this really cool, what would you call this? Like key storage solution, key ring. It's actually from the Christmas video. I think this was the Secret Santa gift I got. It was part of the Adam Molina starter pack.
This is the Adam Molina starter pack? Oh my.
I kind of want the Adam Molina kit. I've been using the Pixel Watch basically every day since October, November. It's been working pretty well. I've definitely had some bugs with it, and I'm just trying to see why would anyone want this? I don't know. This used to be part of an actual hairbrush with like a handle, and then it broke off. But now it's the perfect little convenient size. You can just like carry it, you can fold it up. This is my chapstick. This is essential item. I've been daily driving the Google Pixel 6 since I think about January. I know it's a little behind, but it's perfectly fine for what I do. I don't need anything crazy. So I like Android operating system, and recently the charging port has starting to go out on me, so that's a little concerning. Here is the MKBHD matte black wallet that I think probably half of us are using at least. I also carry, I wanna say these are the 2nd gen AirPods. They've gone through the washing machine a couple times, but they still work perfectly fine. So I brought my buddy today. This is Boris. He has the best EDC of all of us. He has the most minimal carry every day. When he comes to work, I bring his water bowl, which is like this extendable bowl that pops out. There's nothing in there for you, but you like it. He's also rocking the Studio dog collar, which we've had out for a little bit. It's a little bit dirty, but it's well loved. He also has this really cool, it's like an LED light that has 2 modes. One regular light up mode and then one blinking mode. That way when he goes out at night, the cars can see him. Yeah, I think that's all that Boris carries, and that's what I carry.
Hey guys, it's Jono from MKBHD, and this is what I have for my everyday carry. Boom. Ugh. It is a Peak Design 30-liter pretty much, I think it's called the everyday backpack with the latch. Let's see what's inside. Got my Logitech MX Master 3S, SanDisk Professional external drive. I think that's a 2 terabyte. A prototype LTT notepad, LTT screwdriver, Cadence's hot dog bun. She's over here on the side. She'll come on soon. AirPods Max. I like it. It's the only over ears that actually feel comfortable for me. It's just great. I like it. And the noise cancellation is the gold standard. Anchor USB cable and some garbage. There's some other stuff. Oh, here's the laptop. This is my M2 Max 16-inch MacBook Pro. I love this thing. I've had it skinned by dbrand, dbrand.com, and it's just great. It like does everything I need. I've moved on from Windows. Everything in my house is Apple except for my gaming PC, but that's a different video we're gonna do. I do have AirPods Pro Gen 2 earbuds. They feel great. If I don't like using over ears, some days, like today, did my hair, I look great. So I just want to use in-ears. use that. So I am a dual phone user now, so I do have a Google Pixel 6 that I use as a Facebook Marketplace burner phone. If I sell things or buy things, I don't want to give my real number. And then I use as my daily every day is my Apple iPhone 14 Pro Max, which I got used, refurbished from Back Market. So this is Cadence. This is my dog. She's a burner doodle. She's such a sweet girl. She has a rough wear collar. I know we have studio collars, but this is my favorite because of the clasp. It's so cool. It looks like a seatbelt. Name tag, air tag, and her rabies identification. Here's her leash, which is a Twitch leash because it was on sale on Amazon. It was like $10. Twitch has made some pretty bad moves as of late. These are kangaroo treats because she's allergic to like 9% of food out there. Yum, yum, yum.
Beautiful.
And last thing, apparently she has a knife. What do you have a knife for? What? I don't have a knife. Oh, Cadence. Oh my God.
You got the top down.
Oh, you have the top down.
Hi, my name is Brandon. I'm the creative director here, and full disclosure, not much has changed since last year. I am using the iPhone 14 now, which is great. I'm running iOS 17 because I'm living my life on the edge. I also have the Apple Watch Ultra, which is fun. Love the extra battery life, pretty great. Notion, which is our new studio task manager, they sent us tote bags. This is my favorite tote bag that I have ever owned. I have this think tank like cable bag. I keep like all of my like my peripherals in here, like toothbrush. I have like deodorant. I have colognes without the caps on. Again, I live on the edge. Shout out to Tyler the Creator's brand. This French Waltz smell this. I have the Hayato seal of approval, and he's using it. No higher order. But like, again, like I just have a bunch of random stuff. Like I have my sunglasses in here. These are from Persol. At least I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I recently got them. I'm pretty hyped on it. I am using the 3rd gen AirPods regular. I really like the way these fit in my ear. They also don't have like the silicone tips, which I don't really love. I think I'm like the minority there. I do have one more special thing though, and I'm pretty hyped about this. This is the folder wallet, and the folder wallet is like basically meant to be the Mac OS folder, but in a wallet form. And you can fit like, I think you can probably fit up to like 10 cards in this thing. I have maybe 4, and also it's vegan leather for all you animal lovers out there, all you vegans. But yeah, that's my EDC. Thanks for watching this video.
What's up, y'all? It's David. I'm the writer-researcher here at MKBHD, and I also co-host the Waveform podcast, so make sure that you watch that if you don't watch it every week already. This is my EDC. So a few things have changed from last year. I think we'll start with my cameras. Every single day I carry this Fujifilm X100V camera. Last year I didn't have these adapters. This is a 28mm adapter that I pretty much have on it all the time. And I also have this 50mm adapter for when I need to get a little bit closer. I've had this for about 3 years. It's really popular right now and really hard to get. So good luck trying to get one. But I always have this air tag on it because I've lost like 2 of these and I never want to lose it again. My other camera that I carry with me is my Fujifilm TX1. I've had this since about 2017 or 2018. It's a 65x24 panoramic 35mm film camera. It's my favorite camera of all time and I carry it every single day. I've got a 45mm f4 lens on it right now. With that, I'm always carrying a little bit of film with me. I'm always got a little bit of 35mm film and 120 film. I happen to currently have CineStill 400D twice in both formats because it's my favorite film right now that I've been shooting. For earbuds, I've got these Bose Quiet Comfort earbuds 2. They're pretty new. They came out like mid last year, and these have the best noise canceling of pretty much anything that I've ever used. And then for both running and just like swapping between my devices, if I'm working, I'll usually use these AirPods Pro just because I have Apple Care on them. So if I break them from running, like last year I was using the OnePlus Buds Pro and they broke because of the sweat from running, but I have Apple Care on these. So if they break from running, I can just get a new pair and I don't have to pay for them again. For my phone, I'm currently using an iPhone 14 Pro. I think when the Pixel Fold comes out, I'm gonna use that for a while, just to try it out, because I do like foldables a lot. I've got this real meow sticker on here because it's really stupid. And I'm using this D-brand case. 16-inch M1 Max MacBook Pro, but this time I've got a Cinestill sticker and an Arc browser sticker on here, which are really dope. I also carry this Goal Zero Sherpa 100 AC battery bank with me, which is really amazing. There's a lot of battery banks on the market, but I like this one a lot because it has AC power for any devices that you need to randomly power with an AC cord. I also carry a deck of cards, and I recommend carrying cards because there's like unlimited games that you can play if you're just in a very boring situation or you don't have Wi-Fi or data access.
Or you run into David Blaine.
Look, it's the black jet. The black jet. Oh, God.
And lastly, this is a new part of my EDC, but I 3D printed this ocarina here at the office. I used to carry ocarinas with me in high school because I'm a dweeb, but I left those in California somewhere and I don't know where they are, so now I 3D printed this one just so I can bust out some music whenever I'm feeling like it.
I'm Ellis. I'm the audio producer here at MKBHD. I do the podcast, I do video stuff. I'm gonna get my phone off the desk. Oh yeah, I guess that's the first thing you probably wanna know. iPhone 12 mini, it's at the absolute end of its life. It's barely working and I'm gonna hang on to it forever. If I could get another mini phone in this shade of purple, I would, but I can't, so I won't. We'll just get the basics out of the way, right? I have the same bag as everyone else in the office, pretty much the same computer as most people in the office, M1 Pro, MacBook Pro, or M1 Max, MacBook Pro. Never leave the house without my Target Lego collab portable bag. This thing is sweet. You can fit all the groceries you could ever want in there, and it stuffs into this pouch, and it's Lego themed, so what's better than that? Sunbum sunscreen, 30 SPF. Yes, all my mineral sunscreen girlies know that this is really bad for my skin. I don't care. It smells like bananas. My Nightcore Tip 2 flashlight. Did not buy this. Found it on the ground. But what's sweet about it is that it's really small and it's 700 lumens. This thing is like unbelievably bright. Corn pen. This is one of the really special things I have on this table. It's a pen and it's shaped like an ear of corn. This was a notebook my mother got me, I think like almost 5 years ago now. I love it so much. The first third of it is staff paper, so I can write down musical ideas. The second half of it is graph paper, so I can write down sort of more, scientific ideas, if you will. And then the last half of it is blank pages that you can like rip out as note cards, and that's probably the section I use the most. Up next, we have the Anker 737 power bank. This thing's great, man. Has a crazy amount of juice, charges fast. It's a battery, and it has a great screen. I cracked it, so it's not indestructible. For water, I use a Swell. Next, for coffee, Zojiroshi. This thing rocks. Get one of these. This is Marquez's, but it's in my bag for the moment because I'm borrowing it from him. This is a Fujifilm X100S. I'm using it because I am really bad at taking pictures. And this is a great camera to learn on because your aperture controls and your shutter speed are right at the tip of your fingers, so you can make adjustments whenever you need to. It's just one of those cameras, it has a nice enough sensor that when you have everything dialed in correctly, it really rewards you. My iPad Pro, which I love very, very dearly. This was one of the first things I bought with my new big boy money when I got this job, and it's just something really special to me. And the app I have pulled up on it right now is one of my favorite apps, StaffPad. And I've talked about it a little bit on the podcast, but it's just sort of a music notation software that uses exclusively handwriting. So you go in here and you just draw some notes and finish there, and then tap, and it shows you exactly what you just wrote. You can listen back to it. Probably should have been screen recording. Isn't that great? This is my watch. It is a mid-70s. It's a brand called Rula, which was sort of like East German Timex in the 70s. It's nothing fancy. Like back in the day, this would have been a really cheap watch, but I just think it's great. I really wanted a chronograph with a gold dial and an orange hand, and so when I found this, I was like, what's better than that? But that's my EDC. Thanks.
I'm Hayato, the producer for the studio channel. If you remember from the last time we did one of these EDC videos, I already had a pretty small regular carry. I don't grab a lot of things when I leave the apartment. Now it's down to literally just these two things, my phone and my AirPods. The AirPods Pro 2 for me have been really, really handy because I have a long commute every day from my apartment in Brooklyn to here in the studio and back. So the noise canceling on these is fantastic for while I'm on the train. I love these things. They're reasonably comfy. They hand off between all of my Apple devices, so these are great. The other thing in my everyday carry is my phone. This is an iPhone 13 Pro. I got this shortly after the last EDC video where I used a Pixel 5. You know, I reviewed Android phones for a decade. I still love Android, and in fact, I prefer Android in many ways over iOS, but I got tired of switching phones all the time. I wanted something I can just stick with for at least a year, hopefully a couple of years, and this has been super consistent and solid. I also, if you want to have a third item in my EDC, I use this Apple Wallet because it's MagSafe and that's super convenient for me. Adds a little bulk to the phone so I have something to hold on to a little easier. And it carries 4 cards, 3-ish. I don't know, if you really want to stretch this out, I guess I have accessories that I grab in the mornings as well. I've got a couple of rings that I wear, I've got an Omega watch, and this chain. We're really stretching it here, but that's what I carry every day.
What's up? It's Andrew. My EDC hasn't really changed from last year much, still using the same Moment backpack, but 2 quick things that have changed. One, this is the first time I've used a phone that's not a Pixel since 2018. I'm using the Asus Zenfone 10 because I said if it had wireless charging, I would try it. Only been using it a couple days. I guess by the time this video comes out, you'll probably see how much I like it, whether I switch back to the Pixel or I'm still using this, but the size is pretty neat. This color is incredible, and overall, I'm just like kind of pumped to be using a smaller phone that maybe I don't use quite as often. Last time, I don't think I was wearing a watch, and now I found a watch that I completely love. This is the Garmin Epix Gen 2. If you want proof how much I've been wearing this, I've got this nice watch tan line. I think I've been wearing it probably every day for the last like 5 or 6 months, including when I sleep. I have converted to be a watch sleeper. I still don't love it, but I do really like the sleep tracking. It just has like some really great workout features. It's super durable. I've worn this rock climbing probably 100 times and I have no scratches on the screen. The only complaint with it is the default band that it comes with is awful. I just think it's too thick and rubber and annoying. So I just bought this like cheap Velcro like $8 band on Amazon that came with a bunch of colors, and I use that all the time. These are my 2 things that I literally carry with me every single day, and I've really enjoyed the build so far. Apparently I like green also.
What's going on, Studio Buds? It's Vinh. Starting off with LaCroix, because we're cutting down on Coke Zero. Brandon probably has 2 of these for his everyday carry now. So inhaler, gotta stay alive. I got these Ray-Ban sunglasses. I don't really know what they're called, but they look really cool and they're gold. They match my necklace here. So they're polarized and it's supposed to be better for your eyes, I think. That's what the sunglass people told me, but maybe they just wanted to sell me on this. Next is actually 2 devices. I still have my 13 Pro for iPhone that I main, and my side carry is this Pixel 5 for testing. Let's just leave it at that for now. For my wallet, I have this MKBHD matte black everything carbon fiber wallet. It has my Apple Card and ID and the key to get in here and pretty much anything that I need in this little slim package. And last but not least is my watch. It's the same Series 3 with the red dot, but this time with the Milanese stainless steel loop. I like that a lot. It's very sleek and, you know, slim, but keeps it classy.
All right, hey, what's up, guys? So this is my part 2 to my EDC. Most of it is pretty much unchanged. Still have the iPhone 11, still the same set of keys, still going to Gravity Vault, New Jersey. Still the minimalist wallet, which I love. I think the only thing I've changed with this is that I added a D-brand skin to like our door card. The water bottle is new. This is just the MKBHD one. The decal has since come off, so I've just been adorning it with different stickers from, you know, different things. This one's just a fun one. I bring this bottle of ketchup to the office every day. So much so that other people have started using it. It's just Primal Kitchen, but it's 1 gram of sugar, and it actually tastes really good. This like doesn't really count as EDC, but it's new things that I'm trying to be more cognizant, that's the word, of using in my life. I bought a half frame 35mm camera from Moment, the Ektar H35. Just something fun to kind of like take around. It's super light, but just like a toy camera to kind of be more creative in the moment, fits in your pocket. This one's a little bit more special to me. It's from my grandpa on my dad's side, and I got it shipped to me like a couple months ago, and like took all the foam out, replaced all the foam myself. David was kind enough to give me like a cool little wooden shutter button, and then like a cold shoe accessory. The strap is from Peak Design, it's the leash. Oh, I have the iWatch. It's not really my iWatch, it's the studio's. I pretty much use it for an alarm because I hate waking up to noises, but a nice little like tap on the wrist. It's nicer to wake up to. And then it's also good for cooking because you can just set timers or like stretching and stuff. That's my EDC.
Hey everyone, Alex Wolf here, Assistant Studio Manager, and this is my everyday carry. Gotta start where all carries start, with your backpack, right? Peak Design, 20 liter, you gotta hydrate. So I've got my MKBHD edition water bottle, shop.mkbhd.com. Make sure you hit that up. Then we get inside the bag here and more Peak Design. We've got a Peak Design tech pouch here. I think tech pouches are for more than just traveling. I think they're good to just keep yourself organized. So we'll start with the earbuds. We got some Momentum True Wireless 3 Sennheisers here. These are my favorite just for listening to music, you know, chilling, take these on a plane, whatever, if I don't have space for like over-ear headphones. Then I've got my Power Beats Pros here. These are mostly for working out for me, so that's what I keep these around for, so that I don't end up, you know, having my headphones fly out while I'm working out. That happens more often than I would like. I'm a sweaty individual, so these got the little ear hooks so that I don't ever lose those. Next, we got the Anker 747 power brick. I was never a charger geek until I started getting into Anker stuff. I might have a little bit of a Anker issue. Maybe I should go to Anker management class to take care of that. That's my pun for the day. Also, because one charger is never enough, I had to also get myself a 733 power bank and charger. This is the Optimus Prime edition because I'm a big geek. If they had one for all of my favorite properties, I would probably own 6 of these. But my favorite thing is that it's also a power bank. So in case you're somewhere where you can't plug in, you can still charge your phone if you find that you're at a low power level there. So this is one of my faves as well. M1 Max MacBook Pro. This is like one of the biggest adult investments of my life I ever made, but it was worth every penny. Love this thing to death. Of course, with the D-brand triple black Damascus skin on that. So that looks sick. I'm currently on a Watch 5 Pro, if you want to take a look at that. And I'm a Pixel 7 Pro guy. So this is my daily driver for my phone. Currently I have a little matching D-brand skin on the back there with the wallpaper. Very nice, matchy matchy. I also use this little grip on the back, which is called an O-Snap. Panasonic ErgoFit wired earphones here. These are the most unspectacular thing that you'll probably find in this whole studio. They're like 10 bucks on Amazon, but I think it's always good to have a pair of wired earphones just in case your wireless ones are dead. Got some lip balm in here. I think other people here are much more religious about always using lip balm. That's not really me, but Savannah Bee Company, that's what this one is. I don't know. This is one of my favorite free things that I wasn't expecting to get here at the studio. Marquez got this in a package at some point and was like ready to just throw them in the garbage. They're called Reshoevnator. As one of the, I'm gonna say the biggest sneaker guy here. It's got like a smooth side and a textured side, and you can use those to clean your sneakers. I've also used them to clean hats and stuff. And then finally, the piece de resistance, all these reject MKBHD branded microfiber cloths. We have way too many of these in the studio. We were gonna do these at some point on shop.mkbhd.com, decided not to, so now we've got a bunch of them, so I just keep a ton, because microfiber cloths are super useful. And I tell you what, if you respond to the tweet of this video and say microfiber, I'll pick 3 people and I'll send you just like a big old handful of these in an envelope. And you know, you can have some for yourself, because they are definitely very useful, and I don't think they look that bad. I don't know why we rejected these. Anyway, that's my everyday carry. Hopefully you enjoyed. Don't roast me too hard. I don't know, for all my Anchor products or whatever, but yeah, hope you enjoyed.